All right, let me go ahead and finish this stream right quick because this is a premature part 2. All right. So now the main thing I was actually saying is that you got the gut. The yolk is considered the gut. You know what I mean? That's what we pull through at. You know what I mean? We pull through the gap. I don't know, like according to the first picture, you can see the middle part below the amniotic cavity. The amniotic cavity, right? Where the little gap at between the red, which I would consider like the gateway or something like that. That's just how I'm seeing it. All right. So now, and it's really called the paraxial mesoderm. Okay, but in the other videos, if y'all understand what I was saying, or if y'all happen to see it, you have a animal pole and a vegetal pole. An animal pole and a vegetal pole. Okay, the animal pole is considered the top part. All right, that's what the sperm enter into. The sperm enters into the amniotic cavity. You know what I mean? The animal pole. Boom. You know what I mean? Well, you know, I don't know if that's literally what that is, but it looks the same. All right, when y'all look at it, it looks the same. And the bottom part is the yolk. You know what I mean? Which is called the vegetal pole. And so how I'm seeing it is when the sperm goes into the amniotic cavity, which is the animal pole, it swims down into the hole that you see right there, the gap, and it locks in right there. And from there is when the umbilical cord starts to form and the yolk starts to form, be pushed into or around or in and around the sperm. If that make any sense, if y'all understand what I'm saying. And then it starts to develop like the right picture, where it will start becoming white and all that, and it start forming your notochord, which is the circle, which I would look at it like the zero, the absolute zero, you know, the 0 point or whatever we want to call it. And then when you look at the next picture on the left, the bottom picture, the bottom image on the left, then you see how it starts to form more and more as if the yolk is being sucked into the embryonic sac, so to speak, forming a more indented crescent, so to speak. All right. Now, as you can see, it keeps on doing the same thing, and then it starts to form the gut and all that. All right. So let's get to the next picture real quick. Like I said before it cut off on me. So now, it's basically the same thing, but you get to see you in it, so you can better understand what I was just trying to explain to you. Now, we have a bird embryo, then we have a mammalian embryo, which, hold on, first of all, it's called organogenesis. Let's not miss the name, organogenesis. So we know we're talking about Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. All right, so now, this is what we're actually talking about. We're talking about sexual reproduction. That's just what I see out of it. Hey, of course, there's other aspects to see out of it, but this is one of the major ones in my knowing. Okay, organogenesis. We're talking about organs, right? We are organ off the back. And O, we know who the O is. In Genesis, we know the beginning. All right, so now, the beginning of the O, which is the sound. All right, so now, like I was saying, we have the mammalian embryo, which is us. You see, you have the umbilical cord, and you know, like the first picture I showed you, when you know the trees and all that, that's the placenta, and the amniotic sac is the blue part, and we're forming out of the yolk, as you can see. All right, y'all see what's going on? The yolk is being sucked into the bag. All right? Y'all see what's going on? You see? Y'all see what's going on? Okay, moving on. Now, this is another aspect of what's going on. So, in other videos, I talked to you guys about the zygote and the gametes and all that, how the gametes mean wife and husband, and the zygote comes together and it means yoked. All right, so now we got the zygote, and then it turns to eight cell stage, and then a 16, you know, so on and so forth, right? 16, 32, you know. All right, so now, understanding that, right? Then we get to the blastula, which is the hollow ball, as we can see, which is the cleavage stage, right? So it say, therefore shall a man leave his mother and his father, and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. All right? Just to give you guys understanding, that's what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about here. So now the next one, we got the cross section of the blastula. And this, the gastrulation aspect and the gastrula aspect is what we just got finished looking at, where it starts to form the crescent and all that. And it starts, the yolk starts to get bigger and big, grow into it, and it starts to form us, you know. All right. So now let's get to the next picture. Now, in these images, as you can see, this is Islam, so we're dealing with religion. So to understand, the religion is reflecting who you are, but they're putting it in ways that would trick most if you don't understand this is what we're talking about. So now, you know, my people perish because of the lack of knowledge. So if you hadn't taken out the time to learn the most important thing, which is how you function, then obviously, which I'm just saying this loosely, obviously you don't deserve to know what the religion is talking about. And as a matter of the fact, you need the religion because you don't know who you are. But in knowing who you are, you may look towards the religion, and in being diligent about looking, you will find who you're looking for, which is you. And that way, you will have the outer and the inner, which is the exoteric information and the esoteric information, where that you can be a whole being. All right, but now let me not talk too long about this because it may cut off on me again. But now, the first one, we have like the Bible or whatever, the Torah or whatever, right? So it's like the word of God, which we know you are the word of God. We know this image, the moon aspect, is showing like it has flowers and everything in it, as if it's representing the tree and stuff that we were looking at earlier. Okay? So now we understand that this is the placenta. So now we understand that we are the word, is what they're portraying. We are the square, okay, the four corners, the completion of something, and and it's showing the man inside. And what is it doing? It's giving praise to the placenta, the maternal moon, symbolically. Okay, y'all see what's going on? Okay, so let's keep moving. So now with this picture, this is a picture of a maternal moon. So we'll understand in a couple of more slides that this cup she's holding is representing the placenta. And it's the pouring out of us into her bosom, in which we understand as well, right? That this is also representing the moon, is also representing the placenta. You see? So let's keep going. This is the placenta. Now you see that? You see that? Same thing. See this? See that? Same thing. Okay. It's showing that the placenta is attached to the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord is attached to the uterus. That's just what I'm seeing. She holds the water, the mother does. Okay? So now, let's keep going. As you can see, the placenta at the bottom of it attaches all your, it forms all your organs. Organogenesis, how the organs are formed. You see? And everything else that goes with it. That's what makes us an organism. All right. So take the time to actually look into what's going on with this. See how the red continues to form into your arteries and all that type of stuff, and it turns to everything else. All right, so go through it. Let's see what this other picture is. All right, so it's basically the same thing I showed y'all already. Okay. We're just showing the same thing. How we form. You see the little us in the bottom right picture? All right. Even though you can't see the words that good. Yeah, y'all see it, right? Next pic. Same thing, maternal moon. It's all symbolic. We understand that the light blue is representing the amniotic sac. The yellow moon crescent is representing the placenta. The baby is inside, right? And it's attached to the mother. All of it is inside the mother. All right? We understand what's going on. So let's keep it moving. I think that's the last pick, actually. I think that's the last pick. So yeah, I definitely hope y'all got the point and what I was trying to show y'all and what I did show y'all. You know what I'm saying? And how it's pretty clever. It's pretty clever. So you have to really open your eyes and focus on what's going on and understand it's all about you. And that's my whole goal, was to prove to you that it's all about you in every way, where that you won't have to feel guilty about making it and knowing that it's about you. You see? But not in a selfish way, right? Because we are the sum of us. We as individuals makes up the sum, is a part of the sum, right? A percent. No matter what, not 1%, just a percent, whatever percent it is of the whole picture. And we know that 1% is the entire percent. My 1%, my percent, not necessarily 1%, is 100%. And everyone else have their 100%, even though it's only 8% when it comes to the entire whole, which is also 100% of the, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how this thing can get. But yeah, until next time, I really holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
Metaphysics. On way above reality, I manifest the unseen. Concentrate my thoughts, visualize it, then it come to me. Magnetize my brain, electromagnetism. Electrify my body with my central nervous system. Generate chemical charges, they think I'm insane. You don't fully know yourself, but you really think you're sane. I just wanna make the crowd yell, Patty LaBelle, my mind with the Father. It done been renewed, fresh start, and I'm all in. I've been resurrected, baptism of the mind. Now I have a new earth, watching out for the backslide. I'ma do it right the first time, like Big Daddy Kane say. Ain't no half step in my soul, control my flesh. I done left the dark side, I done let the sun rise. I can live forever, surfing the low tides, I rise. Here we go again, exonerating sin. I'm way above reality, I manifest the unseen. Concentrate my thoughts, visualize it, then it come to me. Magnetize my brain, I'm electromagnetism. Electrify my body with my central nervous system. I'm way above reality, manifest the unseen. Concentrate my thoughts, visualize it, then it come to me. Magnetize my brain with electromagnetism. Electrify my body with my central nervous system.